Hello everybody, this is the voice of Syr Talon of Dirty Marion. Today I am going to talk about how to create brackets for your tournament. We will start with single elimination brackets. So the reason why you should create brackets for your tournaments is so that your tournament is easier to keep track of and easier to keep up with for you as the person running the tournament. It is easy to draw these brackets out, write down the names of your fighters. You can keep track of not only who wins the matches and who moves on to the tournament, but also how many rounds a person wins, if that matters in your tournaments for certain points and things of that nature. And you can also keep up with who comes in like first place, second place, third place, if those things matter in your tournaments. So the first thing we will talk about, funny enough, is bypassing the entire process of actually drawing out brackets. If you don't want to draw out brackets, or you feel like you've got too many fighters, maybe you're unprepared to do so, you can use a math equation to gain the number of buys necessary so that you can have an even flush tournament. So a buy in a tournament is a round where a fighter does not fight, they just move on to the next round. The reason you should buy out your tournaments, even though a fighter doesn't fight and it seems a little bit unfair, it's easier for you as the tournament organizer, so that way you have like a perfect number of fighters in the tournament, and you don't have anything like a round robin in the final round where fighters have to fight constantly, which isn't fair to the fighters either. If you do this properly, you only have to buy out the first round in your tournament, and then you don't have to do it any other time. So there are special numbers that we use to do this. These special numbers are 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and 128. Hopefully you don't have that many people in your tournament. So the reason we use these numbers is they are the quote-unquote perfect numbers for a tournament. So X is going to be, in this equation, one of these special numbers, one of our perfect numbers. Y is going to be the number of fighters in your tournament. That will equal the number of buys that you have. So you're going to watch me do math live on camera. So if I have, so we want to find out Y first in this equation. If I have, let's say, 6 fighters in my tournament, so Y is going to be the 6 here. So you need a number above the 6. So we have 8. 8 is the closest one to 6. So that'll be our X. 8 minus 6 is 2. So that will then be 2 buys in my tournament. So that is how buys work. Once again, a special number here. It's just really, really simple math. You don't have to do the brackets if you don't want to. However, some people like brackets in their tournament. It's like an easy thing to post later on in like a Facebook post showing that, oh, Jimmy won the tournament and Susie got second place, things of that nature. So I will now draw out brackets for you. So we're just going to go with the basic 8-person bracket. You know, easy tournament. So 1, 2, I have to draw these little lines here. 3, 4, these little lines here. 5, 6, these lines here. 7, 8. So once again, so this is round 1 of your tournament. So you draw lines here again, create our little arrow here, lines at these arrows, create a little arrow here. This would be round 2 of our tournament. Try to keep this on center for you. And 3, 4. In this case of an 8-person bracket, this would be round 3 in the final round of the tournament. So I'm just going to draw out here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have our 8 fighters, the perfect number of fighters in our tournament, solid 3-round tournament. So the way this is going to work is just all the even numbers are going to win in this case because this tournament is rigged. So 2 beats 1, 4 beats 3, 6 beats 5, 8 beats 7. So you would now put 2 in this spot here. So following along this line here, that's why we do so. Makes it like visually easy for you to do so. So 4 follows the line along to fight 2. So this would be our second round. 6 follows the line on. 8 follows the line on. Here, all of the lesser numbers will win. So once again, our tournament is rigged in this case. So 2 beats 4, 6 beats 8. So following the line, 6 moves on, 2 moves on into our third round. Our third and final round happens. Bang. The number 6 beats out 2. 6 is the winner of our tournament. So that is an easy single elimination bracket. I will do demonstrate a 16-person bracket that has only 12 fighters in it to demonstrate for you. So I've already drawn this out. So in this case, we don't have a perfect number. All right. We have only 12 fighters in this tournament. However, based on our equation here, right? So our number of fighters is our Y. So we have 12 fighters. The biggest number, like just above 12 in this case, is 16. So 16 minus 12 is 4. So 4 is the number of buys we're going to have. So we're just going to buy out the first 4 fighters in this tournament. So 1 will get a buy, meaning that 1 will not fight a person in the first round. 2 will get a buy, so 2 will not fight. 3 will get a buy, 3 will not fight anybody, and 4 will get a buy. So from here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are the 12 fighters. Oh, sorry for the jump cut there. These are the 12 fighters in our tournament. So 1 moves on with its buy. 2 moves on with its buy. 3 moves on with its buy. 4 moves on with its buy. 5 beats out 6 in this case. 7 beats out 8 in this case. 10 beats out 9 in this case. And 12 beats out, well, 11 beats out 12, because that's what I marked. So when we get to round 2, there are no more buys. Everything is perfect. Everything is set straight. The tournament just moves on the way it wants. So I'm Syr Talon. If you've seen my symbol, it's a number 5. So 5 is going to win this tournament going forward. So once again, we would just fill this out like normal. So 1 beat 2, 3 beat 4, and 11 beat 10. In this case, 3 beat 1, and then 5 beat 11, and then of course number 5 beats out 3. And so that is how a single elimination tournament would work, even when you have buys. And once again, I have this beautiful, beautiful sheet here with our math equations on it for these special numbers. Okay, jump cut part 2. So speed Russian portion of the video. You didn't count anything, you're just making brackets. So we know we have less than 8 fighters, but we didn't count too heavily. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Make our little arrows. So, like I said, we didn't count any of this out. We just want to make the first round. So, easy way to do that when we didn't count anything out. So we have fighter number 1. We have fighter number 2 in a completely different fight. We put fighter number 3 in a completely different fight. Fighter number 4 in a completely different fight altogether. We find out, oh man, we only have 6 fighters. Okay, well, that's cool, fine. We already have our first 4 people put here. So, put fighter number 5 here. We put fighter number 6 here. And then suddenly, 3 and 4 are bought out of the tournament. The rest of the tournament can play on. So, if you didn't count or didn't want to do the math at all, that's the other way to do that. So I will make a video about double elimination brackets at a different point. It's a little more complex, but not difficult at the end of the day. Thank you for coming to the video. Hope you learned something.